Geary uncovered both Burlington and the mall have a serious fire safety problem. Jessica is joining us now.
That's right. We pulled years worth of inspection reports for both Burlington and the Great Mall and discovered a history of fire safety violations that, according to the fire marshal, have gone unresolved year after year.
A dream, right? Just set up for gymnastics for any level.
With the ideal layout, since it used to house an indoor bouncy house amusement park, Nikki and Scott knew the space needed work, but on July 1st agreed to an as-is lease. But they didn't expect as-is would turn out to mean unsafe until a Milpitas fire inspector showed up.
And he gets to this panel and notices that this panel has nothing on it.
Because it has no power to it.
It has zero power.
And found a long list of life safety code violations.
Immediately he noticed that the sprinklers had been painted over. The cement staircase on the outside of the Great Mall has been raised up because of a tree root, and this door will physically not open. This has to be an exit door. This is the main fire alarm panel in our electrical room, and as you can see, it has zero power as well. I was just thinking, how is this not already burned down?
It looks like a recipe for disaster.
We asked Dan Scooble, a former Fremont fire inspector and current fire marshal in Northern California, to assess the violations.
You've got blocked exits, you've got painted fire sprinkler heads. Without a working fire alarm system monitoring that space and all the hazards that are in there, it has a high potential of being very dangerous. These are all life safety systems that are all telling people to get out of the building because we have an emergency.
The store is placed on fire watch.
So even if they weren't renting the space out, they would still need to have their alarm system up and running?
Yes, they would.
Is that unsafe?
Oh, very unsafe, yeah.
According to Fire Marshal Scooble, they show a pattern of violations. Blocked exits, broken emergency lights, expired extinguishers, and sprinklers that need to be tested and serviced. Violations carried over year after year with no resolutions.
We try to get them to compliance. We've checked in with them every month, and so far we have had no resolution.
Deputy Chief in Milpitas Fire Marshal Arthur Belton says the sprinklers and alarm systems are required to be inspected and tested by outside contractors. The fire department is supposed to ensure it happens. We showed Fire Marshal Belton past violations found year after year.
Is it common for a business to have this many continual inspections where they don't bring themselves up to what you've asked them to correct?
Common? No. Does it happen? Yes. Unfortunately, we try and get people to move towards compliance to make their spaces safe, but that requires cooperation from the occupants or business owners.
Do you have any enforcement to force them to do it?
They're not compliant. It's like you sort of take steps, and at this point it's probably getting elevated to a place where we would need to engage something harsher. In the end, our job is to go out and check systems and make sure that places are safe for both the citizens and the people shopping in these spaces, as well as the employees working in them.